Robert, thanks a lot for taking the time out. I appreciate it.
Sure, man.
Turning on your TV, what did you see in the landscape of cable networks that what were you seeing that you were missing in that landscape that you wanted to create something like El Rey?
Well, an opportunity came up to create a entertainment network that had a focus on millennials and the really growing population of Hispanic viewers that are English language, like my kids. And I thought, my own kids, 5 kids, they don't really have something on TV that represents who they are in this country. You know, they don't watch really Spanish television; they watch English, and they're not really seeing themselves represented on the screen. And that has been my mission over the past 20 years, making films like Spy Kids and Dusk Till Dawn, Desperado, Machete, Sin City. You don't think of them as Hispanic films because everybody can just watch them and enjoy them. But for those who are Hispanic, you go, oh, look, half the cast is Hispanic. Right. The writers, the directors, they're all, it's really empowering for people, especially in a population that's growing so wide. So that, and then I just didn't see really any really cool networks. They were really curated content where the people behind the network have actually seen the shows they're showing and are fans of them, and the movies and the licensed programming that they really loved the stuff. Didn't really feel that. So I felt like authentic programming, authenticity to a network built from the ground up to be have a real focus was needed, and to be able to do shows that nobody else can do. Like from Dusk Till Dawn, Quentin and I controlled the rights, and nobody could ever do this show. We wouldn't allow it. But because El Rey has so much creative freedom, the ability to do it the right way, we're doing it for this network.
So why Dusk Till Dawn? I mean, why not look at something like The Faculty or some of your other Desperado? Continue with that story. What was it about?
Walking Dead really over-indexes in Hispanic viewers, so I thought horror and genre play really well across all lines. Everybody enjoys it. And Dusk Till Dawn, a lot of the people that work with me on Dusk Till Dawn work on Walking Dead. You know, Greg Nicotero and Kane BFX. So we thought, let's go reclaim our territory with a horror film like Dusk Till Dawn in a show, and that would be fantastic to get to go, do something like that with the new technology that's come out, and do something that has the best characters on television. I mean, Quentin Tarantino writes the best characters out of anybody, and to have him on TV for the first time, his voice, his characters would be a first and really amazing. And people have just come up to both of us over the years and said, from Dusk Till Dawn, big fans that grew in popularity over the years. The film became even more of a cult classic over the past 18 years. So that one always felt ripe for doing it. And also, I've had the matte painting from the last shot of that movie in my office for 18 years, that pyramid. And I've always wondered, and audiences have wondered what that meant, and I've always wanted to go back and do something with it. So now you'll find out what all that's about with Santanico and the whole true mythology that surrounds it.
Right, definitely. Do you think a network like this would have been created if the FCC and the Department of Justice hadn't come in and kind of given their 2 cents in the whole, trying to get more of a variety in the cable networks? I mean, would it had happened sooner or later?
I don't know who would have done it. I don't know if I would have done it if it wasn't for that. Gave me the idea originally was when that opportunity came up. I went up for the network when they were offered it. But pretty quickly, as I put together this idea for El Rey, me and my partners looked at each other and go, you know what? If we don't get the award of this channel, we should just go do this anyway because it's easy to do and it's needed. No one is doing it, so I think we would have been anyway, even if we didn't go that route, because we thought about going a different route completely. I think we could have done something very similar to what we did now. We could have had Univision even invest in a new network and do it. But the fact that Comcast stepped up and did it first really kind of put a halo effect over the whole thing. It was really nice way that it was tied in with the government and something that needed to be done and recognized as something that needed to be done. So we did go with that version of it, but there was a compelling reason why this market should exist and why it does exist and why it needs to be served, because it is underserved.
Now, when Oprah Winfrey started her own network back 4 years ago, it's taken her 4 years to actually make some money. Last year, she finally got into the black, and it's because she took on she got Tyler Perry to write 2 shows for her, 2 exclusive shows for her network. But it seems like it didn't take you that long to realize that might be the key to success, making a successful network. Is that the key? Making your own content and creating shows that are
content creator. I mean, it's all about feeding the beast. If you have a network, you need to have content. You have to have content that people are going to want to watch. And so you have to create what is your content going to be. Content is the king. That's why we call it a network. You turn it on, you're going to be treated like the king because the content is so compelling, exciting, visceral, television, addictive that you're going to want to watch it. So that's really what will make a network work.
But
You have to
original
have
content,
shows.
right? We're
Original
talking-
content as
right.
well, yeah, for sure. But even your curated content, if it's curated to where people trust your opinion because everything you show them is cool, well, they'll go to you just to watch anything that you have. If you have an authenticity, a lot of networks don't have that authenticity.
Right. All right. Well, thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate it.
Thank you.